Hello,
Hello, how are
I,
you?
I am fine. Thank you for asking. What about you?
I am good, thank you. My name is
Okay.
Katie. What is your name?
My name is Prem Sagar.
You're gonna have to say that again for me, Prem.
Yes, Prem. Okay. It's good. Yeah.
Okay. So, where are you from?
I'm from India.
Where in India?
In India, southern part of India. My state is Karnataka.
Ah,
Bangalore.
okay. I've spent some time in India, so I know a little bit of places, not a lot.
Uh,
There are beautiful parts to India.
yeah. So, what places you have visited in India?
Please do not laugh at how I say this. Please, because I'm terrible at it. But I went to Kerala
Okay.
and Goa, Mumbai. And then I went to Jaipur, Agra, New
o-
Delhi, and
Okay.
I went to a place, it was
Then,
the place with
okay.
tigers. That's about what I know. That's what I remember, is I went to see tigers. Yeah.
Tigers. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Actually, you visited near to me like Kerala. It's our neighbor state,
Ah,
and yeah, even Mumbai is our neighbor state. Means Maharashtra is also our neighbor state.
I love Kerala, but my whole trip to India, Kerala was probably my favorite place to visit.
I think probably
Um,
you have seen Munnar,
Probably, I'm not sure. I know,
Alipe,
I know I went
Alipe,
on a house. Sorry,
Alipe,
say again.
Alipe.
I'm not I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't even know where in Kerala. So
Actually,
I travel a lot. Um, so I remember in Kerala, I was on a houseboat.
yes,
I
houseboat is
remember I
Ali.
cannot drink in Kerala. I remember that.
Okay,
There's no alcohol. I remember I I remember sleeping in a hotel in Kerala because I flew into Kerala. And then I remember a lot of nature. Like, I
yeah,
remember walking around a lot in Kerala, not so much in the streets, but like on hills and stuff before we got onto the houseboat. So I remember that. And then I remember Goa, the beaches,
yeah,
because I was there for Color Festival. I was there for yeah, I was there for Color Festival on Goa. That was
Ho-
pretty. That was pretty.
Holi festival, Holi.
Yes, I was there for Holi. And then I didn't like New Delhi and Agra and Jaipur. It was very busy. Very
Yes,
busy. I
yes,
didn't
yes.
like that. Hmm. I didn't like that.
It's a very wonderful places you have visited. That Kerala is a very wonderful and it's very naturalistic places there.
Yes.
That
Yes.
you stayed there in a houseboat that's called Alipe, and like
Okay.
there tea estate and coffee estates are there. That's called
Okay.
Munar, and that in Goa, it's very wonderful place. It's very beautiful to visit in
Yes.
summer and winter. Lot of beaches are there. Yeah.
I was there in summer. I was there in summer. Um,
Okay.
the part I can honestly tell, well, I was there in March, so it was turning of the season.
Okay.
Um, but honestly, I really enjoyed Kerala and Goa. I know they're very opposite type of cultural experience, for especially for a foreigner. But I found the people from Kerala and Goa a lot more friendly than, let's say, New Delhi and Agra and Jaipur. For me, it was a lot more people wanted to not just greet, but actually like get to know who you are and talk, and they friendly. Whereas Jaipur and Agra and New Delhi, it wasn't. I didn't feel that. I didn't feel that warm. And then there is something I still remember till today. I had pineapple
Pineapple.
khichdi on the houseboat. And I can
Okay.
never find that recipe ever again, but it was the best khichdi I've ever had in my life. And I still remember it. I still remember it. It was the best khichdi ever.
Like
Yeah.
it's spicy. It's spicy. Like how?
Yeah. It was I, it was spicy, but it was so flavorful. That was the one thing. I think I picked up like 5 Ks just going to India because I kept on eating everything. Like I like spicy food. So Indian food is my favorite. So that's what I did. On my vacation, I just ate. Everywhere I went, I ate. I came back fat.
Like
I
in
came
India,
back fat.
like in India, every state has its own food. Like different foods are there in India because it's every
Yes.
region it's its own.
Yes.
Right? It's very delicious. It's very spicy foods are there. Yes. Yeah. And biryani,
No,
you
it's
ate biryani?
amazing. It's
Biryani?
honestly amazing. Biryani.
Biryani? You ate
In my
biryani?
country, we make biryani as well. So I know biryani at least. But I still think biryani in India was better than what I have in my country.
Yes.
Um, there were a lot of foods where I'm like, I think they've tried making it in my country. It doesn't taste as good. I think India's is a lot better.
Yeah.
Just because of the flavoring of the food.
Yes. Yes.
Especially like Goa. There were a few dishes that I had in Goa. Like I remember I had prawns,
Prawns. Yes.
spicy
Yes.
prawns.
Yes. Prawns.
Oh, mm, mm. It was the best prawns I've had in my entire life.
Yes.
Um, and I've traveled most places in Asia, and I've never had that good, spicy, tasteful prawns again in my life. I honestly would just go back for that prawns and that khichdi. I would literally go back for that.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like it was, oh, the food. Mm, mm. It is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's lot of
So
even
tell
in
me a bit
biryani,
about yourself.
even
Sorry?
in biryani, even in biryani, you try to Hyderabadi biryani.
I I had two biryanis on my trip, right? I had one, I believe it was in Goa,
Yes.
and the other one I had, I believe it was in Agra,
Agra.
but it
Okay.
wasn't. Mm, mm-mm.
Mm.
I enjoyed Goa's a lot more. I enjoyed Goa's a lot more. But there was another dish. Um, I didn't eat fish. I didn't eat fish. But my friends, they ate fish and they loved it. They absolutely loved it.
Mm.
I'm trying to think. It was something special about the fish. I don't know what, but they
Where
put it in
where
something in like an oven type of thing. I don't
oh,
know how, what, but like, oh, and they loved it. They loved it. Um, because we ate out a lot while being on vacation, of course. But yeah, that was amazing. Mm,
yeah, these days traveling and eating is
mm,
very
mm.
popular.
Mm, well, I normally travel for work.
Okay.
So I tend to live in Asia actually. Every year I move to a different country,
Okay.
and I've taught most places in Asia, and most places I've taught in. This is the first year in about 12 years that I will be in my home country for the year.
Okay.
So it
Uh,
feels weird. Feels
and
weird.
what have you seen in Agra?
So on our trip, like we did a lot of temples. We did a lot of temples. I remember going to the monkey temple. I
Okay.
don't know where that was, if it was Agra, New Delhi, or Jaipur. I don't know. I remember the monkey temple. That was very beautiful to me with all the monkeys and coming to climb on top of me. That was really stunning because I love monkeys. Um, I also remember going to the Taj Mahal, which I really did not want to go in because it was so busy. It was really busy. Uh, I don't like busy places.
No, you
So
once you visit Taj Mahal because it's a world famous.
I did, yeah, I did.
You yes,
But
yes,
there's a part before the Taj Mahal, like a grass, right? And
yes,
I went there and I was like, oh, this is beautiful. And
yes.
then I was like, this is beautiful, but I don't want to go in because I could see all the people on the
Okay.
Taj Mahal and I was like, yo, that looks like ants, like a million ants. Like, mm. Mm. And then our driver kind of said to us, "No, you guys have to. You can't come to India and not see the Taj Mahal. Like, how can you do that?" And I felt so bad. So I eventually we all agreed and we went in the next morning. But it was really beautiful inside. Like
Without
I
visit,
could net like it's stunning on the outside and you think, wow, like wow, but when you go in there and like, oh, my heart. Like I would fall in love with India all over again. Like it's just
what you
gorgeous.
what you know about what did you know about Taj Mahal? Because it's a story behind that it was different.
As far as I'm aware, the story is that he built it for his wife.
Yeah,
That's what I remember about the story. I remember there was a story. I know there was a story, but I believe it was for his wife.
yeah, for
He
his
made it
wife.
for his wife. Yeah, to
Uh,
show the
when
love.
when she was delivering the 14th baby, yeah, Shah Jahan's wife, Shah Jahan's wife,
Mm.
Taj Mahal. Her name was Taj Mahal. So when she was delivering 14th baby, that time she died.
Yeah,
So she was very near to him, very near, very because lot of queens to him. Like those days, the harem means harem means. Uh,
yeah,
so a lot of queens were there in that harem, and she is very near to Badshah, like king. So
yeah.
when she was delivering the 14th baby, that time she was died, and in her memory, he built that Taj Mahal.
Oh.
Yes.
I remember the story about it. I remember there was a story about it. But like I said, I don't really remember exactly what it was, but I remember there was a story about it.
Yes, yes,
I remember going to a museum as well.
yes,
I think that was in New Delhi, I believe. It was a national museum of some sort.
yes,
That
yes.
was interesting. I also went to, please do not laugh at me. It had big walls, like huge walls, and it was kind of red. Uh,
Good.
trying to think where that was.
Qutub Minar.
I have no idea. If I see a picture of it, then I would know.
Yes, yes,
Uh, I just remember that was really pretty. Um, I remember the statues and stuff inside.
okay,
Because in my country, we don't really have that, like the buildings and stuff like that. So it was really stunning to me. Mm.
okay, okay.
Have you traveled outside of India?
No, I never travel, but I will try. I will travel. Yes, definitely in future.
Okay. May
As
I ask, what do you do for work?
I'm a government means I am working under government sector.
Okay.
I am a tribal welfare officer here in Karnataka state.
Okay.
I work for I'm working for tribal people.
Ah,
Yes, tribe people. Yes,
that must be nice. That must be nice. Do you enjoy your job?
yes, definitely. I'm
I think
enjoying.
that's important. I think that's important.
Yeah, here in India, like, that government sector is very popular here. Most of the people they
Mm.
want to serve in public sector, like government sector. So I was a teacher earlier in from 2004 to 2010, and I have passed that one examination, that Public Service Commission, Public Service Commission from government side, that I have passed that examination. Then I became in the year 2010 public officer, tribal welfare officer. Now I'm working as
Wow. Do you miss teaching?
yeah, yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
I can't imagine not
We,
teaching. Like that to me is probably scary.
yeah,
Can
but
There
teaching is
we
a very
go.
good profession here. It's very yes, it's a respectable job here compared to other jobs.
Mm,
The
I
salary
don't
is
know. I think it depends on the country.
yes,
I think it depends on the country. For me, in my country, teaching is not a good profession.
okay,
So it's not good teaching in my country. However, teaching in Asia is really nice.
Yes, and even
Teaching in
these
Asia is really nice. Yeah.
even these days salary is also very nice in teaching profession. Compared to schools, means
Yeah.
like elementary school, high schools, the salary is very big in university level, like PG, degree and PG level.
Hmm.
The professors they are getting more salary. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
But here's the problem. Teaching in my company is still one of the lowest paying.
Okay.
Yeah. If I have to compare just basic living costs in my country, you can't you can't be a teacher. You can't be a teacher.
Okay.
Literally, you can't. You can't have a car and a house on a teacher salary. You cannot.
Means
So
what are the
either you have to be married to someone who is able to help you out, or you just literally cannot. Um, it's not possible. It's not feasible.
okay?
And I mean, like a teacher salary, you end up spending much more time at home marking and prepping and trying, to catch up, to play catch up, because it's always a catch up game. You're never ahead of anything. You always try and try and try and do paperwork on paperwork and stuff like that. Whereas when I teach in Asia, it's nothing like that. When I teach in Asia, I work from 9 o'clock till 6 o'clock. I leave, I leave. There's no books with me home, nothing. There is no prep, there is nothing. It is purely you go in, you teach, and you leave. That's it.
Okay.
And parents are thankful. Parents tell you thank you for teaching.
Okay.
Um, I I quite like it when a kid tells me, "Hey, thank you." Like manners, I'm quite big on it. Um, I think it's a cultural thing for me because I was taught you have to say thank you and please. So I always do that with my kids. And I find in my country that's not big. But when I go to Asia, the kids are very respectful. And I
Yes.
love that. Mm.
Yeah, here in India, that the people are thinking that the teachers are that future making people. Yeah,
Mm.
they build the nation. They will build the nation. Teachers are building the nation
Mm.
because
No,
the
I
education.
I have very strong opinions about that because for me, I teach 2-year-olds at times in Asia, right? Or I teach a 3-year-old or a 5-year-old or 8-year-olds, depending on what position I take up at a school. But the one thing is, I can teach a kid a lot of things, but it is not my place to teach a kid how to use a bathroom. That is a parent's place. It is not my place to teach your child how to say thank you and please. It is my place to enforce what you've taught your child, to support you as a parent, the manners and the behavior. But it is not my place to teach your child behavior. That is your job as a parent. So a lot of those things in my country, people always say, "Oh, no, teachers are babysitters. They just babysit." And
Okay.
then when there's a problem with, because I see a lot of my friends going through this. That's, last year, one of my friends she phoned me and she was crying. She said, had the worst day of my life teaching today. I said, what happened? She said, I have two girls in my class and they cut each other's hair. Okay, they're 9 years old. They cut each other's hair. Like,
Oh,
they cut proper, like proper. And I'm like, okay. Now, I think this is funny because it happens, girls do that stuff. And she goes, yeah, but like I called both the parents in, and the parents are looking at me going, did you not teach our kids not to cut hair? She's like, the parents literally sat there going, did you not teach my child not to cut their hair? In which I'm like, wait, the parent asked you, did you? She's like, Katie, the parent is asking me, did I not teach their child not to cut hair? And I'm like, dude, what? And she's like, seriously, the parent is sitting there going, you didn't teach my child not to cut their own hair. She's like, I do this every day before giving scissors. Do not cut each other. Do not do this. Do not, you run through the whole list. She's like, but the parent is telling me I should have taught them. She's like, I asked the parents, have your child ever had scissors at home? No. She's like, the kid is 9 years old. 9.
9 years. Okay.
No scissors.
Hmm.
Mm. So a lot of the things I'm like, that's
Here,
very scary.
here the parents are giving very respect to the teachers, and the in even curricular also, in the curriculum whatever they have the content in the syllabus, that mainly they teach the how to behave with elders, how to behave with friends, and
Mm.
how to give respect to the society people and parents and their
Yes.
grandparents. Yeah,
Yes.
and how to give respect to the other animals also. So this is the main whatever they whatever we have in the curriculum, means in the content, that it's uh, give a lesson to us how to
Yes.
behave, how to behave.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's also enforced by the parents, though. It's also enforced by the parents. So, if a kid disrespects you in class, what is going to happen? What is the consequences?
Mm,
You're going to tell the parent is going to either discipline or they're going to have a talk to the kid. And the kids they have respect for their own parents. Here, we don't have that.
mm,
In my
mm,
country, we don't have that. Kids go, please find my father. Let him tell you.
mm.
Doesn't care.
Okay,
And that
so
is a
they,
cultural difference. That is a big difference in my country.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So other than
Kids
teaching,
don't have, sorry?
what are the means main job, means what are the other course, like it's teaching is
Okay.
not a good means good job there in your country, and what are the other jobs?
Um, to be honest with you, I'm not the right person to ask this question. Uh, I am never home. This is my first year back. I still have friends in this country, but I've got friends that moved to Australia. I've got friends who moved to Canada, to America. Most of my friends have left, and I have left. I'm here because I have to be, not because I want to. I'm here because I need to pack up my parents' house. So I don't have that luxury of wondering that. I know in my country there is a very big racial problem. I know in my country there is a very big problem with the job losses, that this is probably the highest that we know about. Um, there are so many people who do not have jobs.
Okay.
And yeah, teaching does not pay really well. Nurses do not pay really well. All those actually needing opportunities don't really pay much. Our our medical staff during COVID, I felt bad for them. Um, the first responders, nothing of the sort. Like they are overworked, overtired, exhausted, burned out, and they leaving. We have one of the highest turnover for people leaving currently. My age group is leaving. If you have a chance, you leave right now. It is not nice to be here right now. So I am probably the worst person to ask about my country because I don't hold it very dearly. I I'd rather much go to Korea where I can walk around at 2 o'clock in the morning and feel safe. I'd much rather go to Taiwan and teach there and have a life, and where I can go walking, running, cycling, and enjoy my teaching experience in my life. I'd much rather go to Malaysia. I'd much rather go back to Vietnam or Cambodia, where I don't get paid a lot, but the society is beautiful. Um, there are so many places that I would rather be than here in my own country,
Okay,
just
so
because of the people.
okay, so jobs are that you are satisfied rather than your country to other country, in other countries.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunately, that's just reality for us. I
okay,
mean,
so
if you think about it, if I drive at night, okay, a woman alone, if I drive at night and the police pull me over, I don't have to stop for the police.
Okay.
By law, I don't have to stop for the
Yes.
police
Yes.
because I'm woman alone,
Yes.
because it is too dangerous in my country to stop for the police.
Okay.
Because chances are you will not make it back to the police station.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's reality.
you can't freely move in your country.
Can you repeat that for me, please?
Yeah, means you can't freely moving in your country.
Not really, no. Not really. To a certain degree, you need to be a lot more worried than others. Like I live in a secure place where you need to have a code before you can enter the premises, and then I live in another secure area inside this premises, so that I am ish, safe ish. I still have gates. I still have alarm systems. I still have all of that while I live in all of this. Um, but I probably don't leave my house a lot. I will go and walk in this area, yes, but I will not leave my area. I will not go to the shops. I'd rather order for them to bring it. I do not wish to leave. Um, I've had enough bad experiences to not go looking for it. Um,
Oh,
yeah, I just also I'm a woman alone, so that also
there
makes a very big difference. And I live in the city, that makes a big difference again. So
is there no protection for women?
um, not really, no, not really, no, no. Most women feel that way. Um, like most women feel that way. A lot of people go to work. Don't get me wrong, but if they stop a woman alone at night, the police we don't have to stop. We don't
Okay.
have to stop because it's too dangerous for us. Um, we you won't find people walking around outside out of
Okay.
our secure place. Like there are places because this is a really expensive place to stay, but outside people don't walk anymore. People don't run. People don't go outside walking or running or kids playing. Nothing, nothing.
Hmm.
People don't do that. It's too dangerous. So, um, yeah, it's not really safe. No. Especially if you come from a country like I have traveled most of Asia. Okay, so especially me coming from that, coming back here. Like in Asia, you put your cell phone on the table and you leave, and you come back in 20 minutes and your table still there, cell phone still there,
Yes.
everything. And then you come home and you don't hold your bag close enough and it's gone. Like it just, it's a very different mentality. And I do know I'm not used to it anymore because I haven't been home in years. So,
In in Eastern countries, what they think that the people of Western countries and all other world that women are very safe and they are well educated and they go outside anytime means 24 hours they are working in their country and they are very safe and public are very aware about women also women and children they are very freely moving everywhere in their country and they are very aware and who are means children and women they are know about their means they are very aware about their rights.
no, like we don't even take Uber anymore in my country. Uber isn't safe anymore. No, no, no. Don't get me wrong. Women do study a lot and women are smart and women do have high powered jobs in my country.
Yes,
100% yes. But the
safety
safety
concern.
concerns
Yes,
are insane. It is insane. I do not know of one South African that cannot tell you they haven't been through either a shooting or a home invasion or held up in a place or they were held up with a gun or they were like every South African I know have a story like that. Every South African. Every South African. Everyone I
okay.
know. Hmm.
Then you know about India and South Africa relation.
Yes.